Welcome. Thank you for stopping by. This is going to be another weekly forecast for September 22nd, 2025. And this is a collective reading. So some things may be for you and some things just may not be, and that's okay. But I do hope that you gain some sort of guidance or clarity for this week ahead. And if you take a look over here at your orientation cards, now these cards are meant just for this week alone, and you may connect with all of them or maybe just a couple of them, okay? But this is just to help elaborate the reading, okay? So you can always come back and be like, oh, throughout the week, you can always come back and remember these key cards here to help remind you about your reading. Anyway, so the first card is your highest need for this week, and that is soul ties. So this includes anything that you inherited from the past. So your past from generation to generation, including what your ancestors from long ago have given you. So this could be genetic traits, okay, like physical traits, how your health is. This could include your personality or your talent. So what are your gifts that could come into play this week? Your talent, your skill sets, whatever has been passed down from your family and from their family and so on. This also includes negative things like generational trauma. So, whatever happened in the past, and it creates this vicious cycle going forward with you, and you just repeat what they do or what has been done to them. But also family legacy includes generational wealth, right? So if your family came into money and then they passed that money and privilege and advantage down onto you, and then now you are going to pass that down to your family. But even if you didn't come from wealth, let's just say this week, whatever happens is going to relate to what you build today, and the foundation you build today is going to impact what your future will look like. The future of your financial stability, your own legacy, okay, your own reputation, your own popularity, whatever it is that you're trying to build. This week, it will connect to your future legacy, whether that is your own or for your family, for your children, for your partner. And soul ties also include your past life connections or relationships. So unfinished business or soulmates, twin flames. And the life phase that you could be in or experiencing is full moon. So some of y'all are closing the door on one chapter of your life. It's now ending, and you're going to begin something new. Now, what you're closing could have been something very negative for you or very difficult. So you're putting that behind you. For some others, it doesn't necessarily have to be negative. It's just something reaching completion or an end point, and you're just now about to move forward onto something new. Now, for those who believe in reincarnation, what you experience this week could be connected to your past life and your new life. And a significant time frame for y'all is the fall. So now, right now, September, October, and November could be very significant for you. And if you had a yes or no question before you came to this reading, okay, if there was something you were looking to get answered, the answer is yes. Okay, the answer is yes. And we are going to go ahead and start the reading. Okay. Anyway, let's start with 3 cards. So 3 of Pentacles, Lovers, okay. And the 2 of Swords. Let me put this here then. So this week is all about choices, okay? You have 2 cards that deal with choices, but not just choices. They're difficult choices, but they're only difficult because the consequences of you deciding could have heavy consequences. And not only would it have heavy consequences, positive or negative, But also your decisions deal with your soul, your purpose, what could bring you fulfillment, or it could affect your family or your partner, whoever that you care about. This could affect them as well. So a difficult decision this week, but one that it's only difficult because maybe they're both really good options. I think you're going to have good options to choose from this week, and it's definitely dealing for some of y'all with some type of collaboration. Either you're getting into a new business deal or a new company or a new partnership of some kind, and it could be romantic as well. But I do see professional, your career, your education is in play here, or there's something to do with working with someone who is going to help you achieve your goals, okay? Whatever your goals may be this week or for your life in general, I see you getting some type of support, but you have to say yes to it. So you may be getting an offer this week from someone that you're going to have to weigh the pros and cons, and then you're going to have to make a decision. And once you make that decision with the lovers here, you're going to have to stay committed, okay? Otherwise, again, there's going to be heavy consequences to you either saying yes or no, or breaking that your commitment or your contract or this partnership, whatever it may be. We're going to get more clarity though, okay? So don't worry. We're going to get more clarity on what the heck we're dealing with. This is just these cards look to be just the snapshot of this week, but we're going to keep going. All right, loved ones, please tell me the difficult choice for everyone, okay? The difficult choice for everyone. So what are the options here? So let's just say you have two options because it's the Two of Swords. And y'all could have many different options, okay? It could not just be two, but just for simplicity's sake, let's just say you have two options. Let's see what option one would be for y'all. Let me go ahead and flip it. I don't know why I didn't. And then option two. I'm just fixing it. Okay, option one, you have the King of Swords, the Chariot in reverse, and the Hierophant. Option two, you have the Three of Cups in reverse, the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, and the Five of Swords as well in reverse. So option one, it looks like this option is going to be something that you may be familiar with. It's something that may be comfortable or safe. It carries with it less risk. And mostly everyone kind of favors it, or everyone would be on board. And by everyone, I mean whoever's in this collaboration, or your family, or those your partner, those who are affected by your decisions. They could be the ones saying, no, take this option because it's more safe for us. For them, it could make them more happy than it would you. Because here with the Chariot in reverse, you may find this option to be appealing because it's safe, but it may not appeal to your heart, okay? And let's get more for option one. Can I have more clarity for option one here? You have Ace of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and the Two of Wands. Let me fix this real quick. Okay, so with this option here, with the Ace of Swords and the King of Swords, it does look like it is an opportunity of perhaps something that has to deal with a contract, something that you cannot get out of. It could be something very restrictive, very limiting. It comes with a lot of expectations, standards. It comes with you having to follow the rules. So there's not a lot of wiggle room or flexibility within your work schedule or with what you can do. Yeah, here with the Two of Wands here, it looks like you can't really plan for it, or you may not have a voice on how things go. It's almost like you're going to get hired, or you have an option for a new job here. Just for example, okay, you take your situation and apply it to this. I'm just only giving examples. So let's say you got a job offer, but at this company you have, you don't have a lot of flexibility, a lot of power or say so. You kind of have to do whatever they tell you to do. But it's listed in your contract before you sign. So right now you're just reading the fine print, you're reading the contract and what they're going to give you. You're looking at your insurance, your health benefits, you're looking at your PTO, how many hours you get off, how many vacation hours, how many sick hours. You're looking at all, the it may seem mundane, but you're looking at how life will go if you choose this company. And as you're reading this contract, you're like, oh, so I can't do this, but I can do this. I can't do this, but I can do this. And you can't really negotiate much at this company. But it does look like to be a good offer or an opportunity. It does look like one that could be very lucrative or very successful for you, which is why you may have a difficult decision to make here, because both options look good. It's just a matter of what will make you happy but everyone else happy, right? Because this week deals with soul ties. For some of you, it's your legacy, but also the legacy of your family. So you may be struggling to make your family happy as well. And if we look over here at option 2, okay, option 2 looks like it's you separating yourself from the pack, or separating yourself from what you've always known and going on your own. So you could be an independent contractor, a freelancer, for example, or you could be doing something that your family wouldn't even have expected, something that isn't traditional, and something that would hurt people's feelings. In the Five of Swords, someone has to be the winner and someone has to be the loser in the Five of Swords. So I feel like in reverse, it's like you may run the risk of hurting other people in your life if you go with this option. Okay, I also see too, a lot of different predictions going on right now at the same time. Option 1 for some of y'all could be very predictable, safe, comfortable, but it may not be fulfilling. But for others, this option is actually not predictable. It's something to deal with your purpose, with the Hierophant here, at your soul ties, your soul contract, what you were meant to do. So it's almost like you can't plan for this, you can't prepare for this, you can't use your own voice, because it's tied to your soul. Okay, it's something that it's driving you to a certain goal or certain dream or relationship. It's almost like it's beyond your control. It has that feeling, but maybe in reality that's not the case. But the feeling is that it's beyond your control, and it's something that you didn't see coming, only because you may be finding yourself picking and choosing, making these decisions or doing certain things throughout your life that you didn't know were connected to begin with. For some of y'all, you may not have known why you picked this career over and over again, or why you picked this type of relationship over and over again, but it looks like it may be fated in option 1. But option 2 as well, like I said, it could be something you separating yourself from what you're used to. But let's keep going for option number 2. So loved ones, please clarify option number 2. Okay. Clarify the 3 of Cups, loved ones. It's the 3 of Cups. Okay. You have the 4 Swords in reverse. These two wanted to come out. You have the 3 of Pentacles in reverse, as well as the Hermit in reverse. So let me go ahead and move this over. I'll put it like this. Can y'all see on the camera? Do I have room? Yeah, I have room. Okay. So option 2 for clarity. Okay, I also too heard in my head, this could not just be 2 different options. You could be weighing the pros and cons. Okay, that may be more what's happening here for most of y'all. It's one option that you're going to receive, some type of opportunity here in the Ace of Swords. This could be a new business deal, job offer. This could be you gaining clarity on what it is that you want to do with a certain goal or a certain relationship. This could be a marriage proposal. It could be anything. It's an offer for something new to happen, some type of change in your life. And it could be good or bad, but I see you weighing the pros and cons here. So it's like you're doing, on one hand, it would fulfill me. On one hand, my family wouldn't be happy. Or on one hand, my family would be happy, but would I be? Or how successful or stable or financially secure is this offer if I took it? So I see you trying to imagine your life in different ways here. So if we were to look at things that way, instead of you having two different options, although for some of y'all, you could very well have two separate options here. But I think now for most of y'all, this is you weighing the pros and cons here. And I feel like this side, the option, what I call the option 2, is what you would consider the cons, the disadvantages, which would mean you wouldn't receive support. If you accepted whatever this offer is this week, if you accepted it, okay, this offer, then perhaps you wouldn't get support from your family, your partner. It would be considered unfair if you did. And for clarity down here, they're saying not only would they not support you, but you would maybe have to live a life without their support for maybe not permanently, but for quite some time. In the future, you wouldn't receive their support or their understanding for why you're going to do what you're going to do next, or why you chose that job, or why you said yes to something. And with the yes card here in the orientation section, I feel like you're going to say yes to this offer anyway. I think the yes answer is a good indication of what you're going to do, but maybe not for some of y'all. I feel like you're just not going to understand a way out of any conflict or misunderstanding or any resentment or grievances that the people in your life may have surrounding this decision that you're going to be making. So let's keep going. Go ahead and move these up here. So weighing the pros and cons of certain decisions here. And looking over here, I feel like this is the side where you're like, yes, this gives me purpose. Yes, it seems like something I would want to do. Maybe I didn't see it coming in the way that it was presented to me or packaged to me. But you're like, yeah, no, this looks like a good thing for me. So I feel like this is the positive and this may be the negative for you. But anyway, 3 more. What else, loved ones, for this week for the collective? You have the King of Pentacles, the Strength in reverse, and the Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay, I feel like they want to help elaborate on who in your life would maybe not have understanding at first or acceptance at first, because you were here described as the Queen of Cups, and you could be man or woman. But again, here with the Queen of Wands, I feel like your counterpart or someone you care about is represented by the King of Pentacles. And the person in your life who may not understand, and it could be multiple people, but you may be the foundation in their life, or the bedrock, or the person who takes the lead, whether that is physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. But maybe you're someone of a support system, or a motivator for this King of Pentacles. And if you take on this new Ace of Swords here this week, then they may be thinking, I'm going to lose you. I'm going to lose that foundation. I'm going to lose that bedrock, or that stability or support, and my life will then be unstable or unpredictable or intimidating or scary for me. And this may be where this unacceptance from them may stem from. Okay, so your loved ones on the other side just want to help you out there. Anything else, loved ones? You have the Six of Cups in reverse, the Five of Cups in reverse, and the Six of Swords in reverse. Okay. Okay, your loved ones just want to say this to you. With the Six of Cups being about leaving behind your past, leaving behind what's comfortable, and experiencing something new. And the Five of Cups is about moving on from your past and experiencing something new. Your loved ones want you to move forward with your decision. Whatever you decide to do this week, just move forward, okay? Don't remain stagnant, or don't remain in the same type of situation that you're in. If you're not happy, if you don't feel like you're growing, you're learning, if you don't feel like, you know, you're expressing yourself and all that you are, your talent, your gifts, your creative side, if you don't feel like you're expressing that to the fullest, if you feel like, you know, you're stuck, or you're letting life pass you by, that sort of feeling, if that's how you're feeling, then your loved ones want you to figure out a way to move forward. And this opportunity coming up just may be what is going to help you do that, help propel you. That doesn't mean that if you say yes, that this is something permanent. It's just something that could be the catalyst to get you moving. And then maybe you can pivot, you can change your mind, you can change your path. You know, you don't always have to keep to this one yes, okay, this one commitment or partnership. You don't have to do that. Even if it comes with consequences, that doesn't mean you're going to be stuck forever just because there is a risk to this decision. So your loved ones also want to tell you that, because they're saying if you don't move in the Six of Swords in reverse, you're going to drown, metaphorically, okay, emotionally, spiritually, mentally. You may feel like it's it. This is it. It's over. I'm never going to progress in a positive way with my dreams, my goals, with my relationships. I'm never going to be happy or fulfilled as I could be. And there's no leaving my current life, or there's no leaving behind my past life. So you may be afraid of the risks at hand here with making this decision, but the greatest risk of all is for you not to do anything. That is the greatest risk here for most of y'all, is if you don't do anything. And so let's go ahead and get some advice, the energy you need more of and the energy that you need less of. Okay, the energy that you need more of, we're going to do 2 cards for that. And we're going to do the energy you need less for this week. Okay, only this week only. 2 cards for that. Let me make sure it's in alignment. Okay, actually I'm going to just move it to the side and then just start here. All right, the energy you need more of. You have the High Priestess and the Three of Wands in reverse. Your loved ones want you to trust your intuition more, your inner voice, to help guide you, because this could deal with your soul ties here, okay, your soul ties, or your purpose, your soul fulfillment, because it deals with your spirituality or your higher inner self. You need to rely on your higher inner self, that inner voice, that gut feeling inside, for what you should do, either accept, reject, or to say yes or no. You be the one that makes that decision. but less of a materialistic or strategical type of thinking. So when you weigh your pros and cons, you could list, okay, if I say yes, this gives me this amount of money per month. If I say no, then this, you know, this will give me, I'll still have to stay at this location. Yeah, you could do that in your pros and cons, but really your loved ones want you to heavily lean on your intuition, your spirituality, look within your heart to make that decision ultimately. All right. And the energy that you need less of, okay, you have the Death in reverse and the Sun. All right, your loved ones want you to have less fear. Don't let your fear dictate or drive your decision making. So don't let fear lead you when you make a decision this week. If you find yourself afraid that you're going to lose your happiness, you're going to lose out on how things are, or you're going to lose out on what makes you happy already, and it could be, you know, your environment, it could be your relationships, it could be what you own. If you lead by your fear, you're not going to make the best decision for yourself. It's actually going to be a disservice to yourself if you allow any type of fear, doubt, hesitation guide you this week in what it is that you choose to do. So that is the energy that you need less of. And I do hope that this has helped you. If you have gained some clarity today, please like the video to let me know, or subscribe to my channel if you have not. And until next week, take care and good luck.